Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. I don't know who's awake right now. Shout out to those that are still awake. Shout out to those that haven't fallen asleep yet or have taken a nap yet. Yo, shout out to you. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to my moderators. Shout out to my support team. Good morning, Mrs. V. Mrs. V, what time is it? Is it almost 5 o'clock in the morning? Yo, Mrs. V, I don't know if you can look at your clock. Hold on, let me see. What time is it? Ooh, Mrs. V, it's 1 minute to 5. It's 1 minute to 5 o'clock in the morning. This is your home girl. Bolsa. 914, Westchester County, New York, coming to you with another live video. Shout out to you. It is 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock in the morning. Shout out to you, Mrs. V. You're on it, girl. Hey, Mrs. V, check this out. I don't know how long you've been up. I don't know if you was awake all day. But when I was in OSD chat earlier and I spoke, even though I was sleepy, I spoke, but he said something that was interesting to me. And he said he used to watch The Wire on the TV. And I don't know if everybody remembers that particular show. Now, one of the actors from The Corner, the other HBO series show, he recently passed away. One of the actors from that particular show. And then there was another actor from The Wire that recently passed away. Shout out to the chat. I was in Vince's chat and someone blocked me. I'm going to have to check that out. I'm going to have to check that out because nobody should have been blocking nobody in that chat. Because I'm a moderator over there and I didn't see anyone getting blocked. I just seen like certain messages were being held for review, but I didn't see you in the chat at all. I'm talking about OSD chat. But I'll get in touch with Vince some way, somehow, and let him know. You know, that's not supposed to be happening. He don't want nobody blocked in his chat. He made that announcement not too long ago when he had his other channel. He said he would be handling who gets blocked or X, Y, and Z. He will handle that. So I'm going to have to let him know. I'll let him know on my community wall. You know what I mean? I'll just put his channel and let him know what happened. Because I'm a moderator, so if anyone did block you, I would see whether you've been blocked or not. Shout out to you. Yep, I typed and my comments were disappearing. Good morning, Just Jay. Hold on, Just Jay. I'm reading something. I was in OSD chat later on in the okay. So that's what I'll do. I'll post it on my community wall so Vince can see it. Because he specifically told all his moderators no one is to be blocked. Even if they are a troll account, we could look at the troll account, but we are not to touch them. He would handle all of that. So I'm gonna get Vince involved with that. to see what happened. Shout out to you, though. Shout out to you. Shout out to Just Jay. Purple Heart Podcast, shout out to you, which is AKA Just Jay. It's cool. Oh, okay. So, okay. Because he'll take care of that. Yo, but shout out to the chat. But I was wondering what happened to the YouTube creators that were doing the Wire content. One of them is it's a Man's World podcast. He was doing the content concerning about the Wire HBO TV series. And when I heard OSD mention that, I said, yeah, that'd be good for me to put up on my channel. See, I go to different people's chats to make my own content, but I don't use what they be talking about. I be using like things that I'm familiar with or things that I like or certain shows that I like and certain people in the entertainment industry that I like. Shout out to the chat. Double tap the screen. Thanks, Just Jay. Thanks, Mrs. V, for coming in to moderate early this morning. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Yeah, my chicken got burned up yesterday. Because you know how you cook things? And I thought for a minute I had turned off the oven. But then I thought about it. I said, no, I didn't turn off the oven. But I didn't think I was going to lay in bed that long. Because as soon as I lay down, my eyelids closed. And my food burned up. But you know what? I ain't throw away none of that food. The white rice I ate, even the burnt up chicken, I ate. I ate it. And I believe that the burnt up chicken was beef jerky. It was seasoned. And I'm not going to throw away food. I'm not throwing nothing in the trash if I can eat it. I don't give a fuck how much it be crunching my teeth. I saw your title. Because I was watching you at first, Just Jay. And then the next thing I know, I'm watching my eyelids because I'm trying to do the replay. I said, let me watch Just Jay. Next thing I know, the eyelids just fell. I woke up, my whole chicken was burned up. I said, Just Jay, it's her fault. But I should not have laid down because my first mom was telling me, please, Arabia, don't lay down. Stay awake. Just give the chicken 10 more minutes. I was too tired. See, that show you I'm getting too old for that construction shit. So today was my day to apply for other jobs online. And one of them got a beautiful employee package. Work one day, get paid the next. I'm going for it, but I'm not going to tell you guys what kind of job it is. I'm not going to jinx myself. Good morning, highly favored. Highly favored. So we got Mrs. V. Shout out to her. We got Purple Heart Podcast, aka Just Jay in the chat. Shout out to her. And shout out to Highly Favored. Yeah. So the name of the title for this video is where are the YouTube creators that were doing the content surrounding The Wire and The Corner? Because one of The Wire actors just recently passed away. I believe that was the dude that played the part as Senator Davis. And then the other dude that passed away, he was a part of The Corner. He was playing the part as Gary McCullough. He was the main character in that particular show. So there was The Corner. The Corner came first, and The Wire came second. And we had a lot of deaths with The Wire actors in the last couple of years. You know what I mean? So shout out to the chat. Purple Heart Podcast, Just Jay. You have to. The next time you go on the YouTubes, or you can do it right now whenever you get ready. The next time you go on the YouTubes, pull it up, or go on my channel and look at the short videos I did, because they'll show different things about The Wire and they'll have the music backing it up, those particular videos. So shout out to you, shout out to The Wire, shout out to The Corner, shout out to all the actors that were part of both projects that was on the HBO series. Shout out to Baltimore, Maryland for getting put on the map. Thanks to that show, because the whole world seemed to be watching that show. Everyone I knew that was living in New York at that time, because I lived in New York, what we used to do, we used to watch it on the regular TV, and then when they canceled the show, we went to the library, or we went to the Barnes and Noble and got the DVDs and played each series. Shout out to the chat. That's how loyal we were to The Wire. I am a fan of The Wire. I'm a fan. Shout out to the chat. I'm a fan. Let me read this chat. And then it says, Mrs. V says, hope you are feeling up and getting better. Yeah, I'm feeling just fine, Mrs. V. Eating burn up chicken. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you a secret. When I was a kid and I was growing up, right, there were certain things that I wanted that I could not get, that I was not allowed to have. So in mindset of all that, and because of the other stuff that happened to me when I was a child, it was very easy for me to live in my own world, in my own reality, because my real reality was a painful one. So it's just like I'm in this house right now, right? Let's say I go to the soup kitchen and they're serving sandwiches. They're serving soup. They're serving yogurt. They don't have ice cream, but they have the yogurt. So what I do when I get the yogurt, I pretend it's ice cream. Shout out to the chat. My imagination goes a long way with things I want. And yesterday, I was so hungry because I didn't really eat. I didn't eat lunch yesterday. I went to the job. I didn't eat lunch yesterday. I don't even think I had a bottle of water. Not really. Shout out to the chat. That's another reason why I probably was cranky. So what happened was when I got home, And I decided to, get myself together because you got to shower, you got to change your clothes. And as I was washing my hands, I said, let me go ahead and get the chicken out, let that thaw out. Then when that's done, then I can clean it, I can season it, I can put the garlic in it, I can put the chicken broth in it. And for some reason, I fell asleep and let the whole shit burn up in the oven. Shout out to the chat. But I have a good, very imagination because as I was eating the burnt, and I just got finished eating the last piece of the burnt chicken. But then one of my subscribers, someone I've been knowing a long time on the YouTube streets, sent me a cash app. So I'm saving that for tomorrow. So I'm saving all the cash app for tomorrow. Ooh. Gonna start this all over again. And make sure because I use the last bit of my money towards the bills of this fucking house. You got the electric and you got the rent. I gotta eat. I gotta pay my own transportation to go back and forth unless I feel like walking for a whole fucking week, which I'm not gonna do. So I was like, that was the last of the last. And someone on the platform, someone I've been knowing a long time on this platform through other YouTube creators had hit the cash app. And I thank them so much for doing that. Because I spent the last of my money on this fucking house. Something that don't fucking belong to me in the first place. I'm just renting. Shout out to the chat. Two likes are twice as nice. Okay, shout out to you, Just Jay. I get you. Blessings. Thank you, Mrs. V. Yesterday, I saw when you wrote that, and also the comment section. You was in the chat. Saw that. Shout out to you. Yeah, so he just ran my memory. He jogged my memory about things that took place when we were all young, because now half of us are getting ready to be senior citizens in a few more years. You know what I mean? I already said, I'll be 53 in March. So now I only got 2 years to start getting the discounts. And then after the 2 years is up, then I got another 10 years to go and actually be like, yo, I'm a fucking senior citizen. Y'all better not fuck with me. Yeah, shout out to the chat. Yeah, I believe some of us are renting, not all. I know I'm renting. And the only reason why I'm renting, and I'm going to tell y'all a secret, because I didn't plan my life. See, when y'all was in school and getting your education, or y'all was building your family, what was I doing? I was running the street. I got locked up. I no longer carried my name for almost 7 years. I was state property, SEDC inmate number 221644. Shout out to the chat. So I wasted a good portion of my 20s And then when I was in my 30s, I worked a lot. When I was in my 40s, I already knew it was too late to do anything else. Now I'm in my 50s, and I'm looking forward to becoming a senior citizen. I'm already considered an elder. I don't know how that happened. I'm going to tell you how it happened. 20, 30, 40 years have already passed. Already gone. I'm in my early 50s. I will soon come a senior citizen. Shout out to the chat. No children, no grandchildren, and unfortunately for me, no partner. Not a male, not a female partner. So, but this is what I signed up for. So I can't complain. I'm not going to complain about something I did. Matter of fact, I better smile and be happy about it because it could be worse. I could be in a wheelchair somewhere. You know what I mean? Like some people in a fucking wheelchair got to wait for their certified nurse assistant to come get them in the morning. But over the weekend, their nurse don't come. So what do? They're left there by themselves, or their family help them, or their friends help them. So thank God I'm still active to move around and do stuff for myself. For now. Because I don't know what's coming down the road. Only thing is, I don't need to be a big fat lady walking down the street being 500, 600 pounds. Don't need it. Keep active. Let me read the chat. We are renting all of this. Okay, temporary. Yep, it's all temporary. Do you watch Power? I think I watched it a few times, but I never was interested in Power. If it wasn't The Wire or The Corner, I didn't want to watch nothing else. After The Wire was canceled, I didn't want to watch Power. I didn't want to watch Scandalous. I didn't want to watch none of the other crap. Because to me, it doesn't really sing what's really going on in real life. The Wire did, and The Corner did. I don't know what kind of children y'all was, but I was a corner kid, and y'all probably stayed on the stoop. Some of you not. I had no choice. I had to do what I had to do because I knew the people around me at that time wasn't for me. I've been knowing ever since I was little. And that is so sad when these children grow up. We're not being raised in love. We're being raised to survive. See, no, we're not looking for relationships. See, when I first started out as a young person, I didn't give a fuck about no fucking relationship. When I got old enough to understand what my body parts do or did, I was already masturbating at the age of 9 years old. I continued to masturbate till I got older. And then I became sexual with other people. But I'm going to tell y'all a secret. My biggest orgasms came from masturbation. Not being with no bitch and not being with no fucking dude neither. Shout out to the chat. Hey, Simset. Good morning. Shout out to all my moderators. Shout out to Mrs. V. Shout out to Purple Heart Podcast, aka Just Jay. Highly favored, and shout out to Simset. So we got 4 people in the building. We got 8 likes. Shout out to the chat. Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out how them 600-pound to my life people be having what? I don't know. I can't read that part. Hold on. Eyes are kind of blurry. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to keep doing it. Just Jay. I don't know. But I am going to say one thing. It's okay. I've been watching people on the YouTubes do all them exercises and trying to, get healthy and stuff. That's cool. That's real cool. You know what I mean? I think it's great. But I think it's terrible when anybody allows themselves to become 600 pounds and sit in their house all day. Won't go out, won't do shit, but want to complain about other people on the YouTubes. I have a big Instagram about people like that. People criticize me and I'm active. I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. Y'all see me walk from my house to downtown. So that's like what? Oh, a little over 5 miles. Because we be out there walking like almost an hour, sometimes less than that now. You know what I mean? Ever since I got my second wind back, like if I do the walk right now, I'll be there in 45, 50 minutes. Not an hour and something minutes anymore. Shout out to the chat. Let me read this. Hold on, y'all. Hey, you said there would be a couple of ratchet tanks joining the stream. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, shout out to the chat. Let's go on with what we were talking about. I'm talking about the title of this video. Where are the YouTube creators that used to do the wire content? Shout out to the chat. Yeah, I don't know who that person is, but leave him alone. I'll deal with him. Leave the trolls to me tonight or this morning. Because I feel like snipering the trolls as they come. Because this is a vertical video, so of course the trolls are going to come, and of course the trolls are not going to know what the hell they're talking about. Just like I had a couple of trolls come in earlier up under some of the short videos I did about Renee Nicole Good and Keith Porter, the 2 young people that were murdered by ICE agents. Yeah, we had a couple of trolls, not when I was live, but when I did my short videos. And don't worry, I responded to each of those trolls. So trolls don't stop nothing over here, and trolls don't get no shine. That's all. That's the only thing I can say. Shout out to the chat moderators. Don't worry about that person. I will take care of them if they keep tippity typing. Oh, what I was saying, Slim said that there was a few YouTube creators that were doing content surrounding The Wire. And I don't see them on the YouTubes doing it anymore. I don't see anybody even mentioning The Wire anymore. The only thing I got is like a few videos concerning that show as I remember it. Let me show y'all something. Hold on. You remember this show? That is Omar. He was one of the characters in The Wire. He played the part as a stick-up kid in The Wire. He was robbing all the drug dealers. He was hitting all of them. Barksdale, Stanford, Fat Joe. Oh, yeah. Or should I say Proposition Joe? I love me some Wire. Sure do. I'm a big fan. I'm a fan. So you remember him. You remember Omar. Remember what happened to his boyfriend? His boyfriend got caught up by the Barksdale crew. The Barksdale crew tortured Omar's boyfriend and then killed him. And not only did they kill him, they set him out in public so everyone could see what happened to that young man. Remember Stringer Bell? And how Stringer Bell tried to trick Omar into going after Brother Mazoon because they wanted to get rid of Brother Mazoon because they believed Brother Mazoon was going to stop the money from flowing. Yo, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to The Wire. That was one of the best shows I had ever seen. Word. That's the way I feel. That shit was the bomb. That shit was the bomb. Okay, I want to show y'all something else. See this dude? Remember him? That's Michael Lee. He was one of the kids that was on The Wire. He was also a stick-up kid. He dropped out of school. He joined up with the Stanford organization. Remember what he did? He went and robbed one of the places that were turning money for Marlowe so his brother could move into the country. Yeah. Shout out to The Wire. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. And the only thing I'm saying is, shout out to the chat. The only thing I'm saying is, what happened to the YouTube creators that were actually doing the videos about The Wire, about The Corner? Because we had a few YouTube creators that I ran across their material during 2017. Between 2017 to 2019. That's when they were really doing the content on The Wire. Shout out to the chat. I know I've done it, just Jay. But what I'm saying is they used to do, okay, let's say we sitting here, right? And I said, you know what, you guys, I'm gonna turn this channel into doing nothing but wire content and the corner content. Okay, so the channel would change. You know what I mean? The channel would change. But I don't do that kind of content. Like if I like something, I'll talk about it. If I enjoy something, I'll discuss it. Or if I have questions about certain things, then if I have questions and I need people to have a conversation, then basically I wouldn't be on vertical. I would be doing a StreamYard, and I would drop the link. Because it's coming time, it's coming up real soon where I'm going to have to drop the link anyway because there's a certain video I want to do. And I can't do it without you guys being there. So shout out to you. If wire over the commentary over, right? No, not necessarily. Because what people do, Sim said, they go back over the wire videos and they go to each season and to certain characters and they discuss it. Like they might be one week, they might do Felicia Snoop Pearson, Chris Parlow, and Michael Lee. They might discuss them in one video. And then the next video, they'll talk about Randy, or they'll talk about Dookie, or they'll talk about Michael's stepfather, or, stuff like that. Or they'll talk about Proposition Joe. I love it when they do the backstory of Proposition Joe and Omar Little. So just because the show is over doesn't mean their commentary is over. It doesn't mean that their channels would die. It's just that they're not doing the content that they used to do. And I was wondering why they don't do them anymore. But I understand why one of them may not be doing the wire content anymore because he got a full-time job somewhere and he gets sick a lot. You know what I mean? He hasn't been, the last time he did a video, he wasn't feeling all that well. And he's a smoker like me. He smokes cigarettes. So when we catch colds or anything like that, it's harder to get rid of the cold or whatever's bothering us as long as we're puffing. Now, if we stop puffing for a couple of days, then the cold goes away faster. But I've noticed that even I could be having an asthma attack and will still smoke the cigarettes and cigars and pretend like nothing is going on. Just go into the bathroom, make me some warm water, put some salt, mix it, and gargle to get whatever congestion out. Because all salt water does is it dries it out. Whatever is bothering me, congestion, it will dry it out. Shout out to the chat. So what I'm saying is that a lot of the YouTubers that used to do the wire content, not here. You may have to look them. Okay, that's what Just Jay says. If wire content commentary over, okay, boom. Then Ms. V says, Sim says she's waving at you. What's up, Draco? Good morning. Draco, I know you know what I'm talking about when I talk about the wire in the corner. Now, my audience right now, they understand it too. But I just want to know how many wire fans do we have in the chat? How many wire fans do we have in the chat? And do people know what I'm talking about? Because I know that show is old. That show been off the air for years. Matter of fact, that show was taken off the air while I was still living in New York. This is before I moved in 2014. But I do remember it being on YouTubes and different YouTube creators covering that commentary. Hey, what's up, Uncle L? Good morning. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, that's what this video is about. The Wire, and where are the YouTube creators that used to do it? Matter of fact, I'm still subscribed to all of them. You know, I had to go through my subscription, and I had to, those I didn't see right away, I pressed in their name. And when I pressed onto the channel, it showed me that I'm subscribed to these people, but they haven't been making their content. I like the way they did it. Like if I was to do it, I would only talk about Michael Lee. Michael Lee, that's it. And there's a strong reason as to why I would talk about Michael Lee. Because I liked his style, and I liked the way he took care of his younger brother. I liked the way he stood up against his mother. I liked the way he handled the situation about his stepfather, because his stepfather was a pedo. And he didn't, and Michael felt threatened when the man came back in the house. And that's one thing I don't understand. Why okay, a lot of mothers do this. A lot of mothers, and I feel myself getting angry. A lot of mothers do this. They will pick a dirt bag of a nigger and put the nigger in their house, knowing that the nigger ain't no fucking good. And this woman would have kids. And the next thing you know, this man is going through her children. Either a physical abuse, some kind of emotional abuse is going on, or some kind of sexual shit is going on. And let me tell you something, young ladies. These dudes ain't no longer looking for little girls to be with. They looking for little boys too. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. And that's something that, you know, we need to just talk about, but on a later date, because I don't want to get myself all upset. And then the world went in a tussy and you know, can't do nothing but holler and scream about it. Some things need to stay in the past. You know. Shout out to the chat. Arabia. Oh, I'm trying to read what you're saying, Just Jay. Arabia. Did you... Let me see what Just Jay is saying. Hold on, Just Jay. Let me see what you're saying. Arabia, did you see Lou last live? What he mean? They talked about that. Just Jay, I don't know what you talking about, because I don't watch Lou Jenkins. Fuck Lou Jenkins. Piece of shit nigga, fucking weirdo. The only thing I can say about Lou Jenkins is he's a fucking weirdo. A creep. And how he tried to disrespect. Okay, there's one person on this app that has spoken about him, and that's Farmer Nancy, and she said that she don't believe he's a veteran. He's too much of a pussy wimp. He's a weak weasel. I can't stand no weak weasel man. Oh, shout out to Tamika. Good morning, Tamika. Who that? Let me see who this is. Oh, Mrs. Baker, good morning. Yeah, that's Mrs. Baker. That's Tamika. Shout out to Tamika. Uncle L. We got Simset. We got Purple Heart Podcast, aka Just Jay. We got Highly Favored in the chat. Slim said yes. Weak Weasel. Man, what? Did No, Uncle L, it's something that happened a while back. You wasn't in the chat. I don't think none of y'all was in the chat that particular day. This is before I got the moderators and all that. There was one particular morning I had went live, and Lou Jenkins had came into the live. Now this was around Halloween, and I remember it was around Halloween because that's when I started looking at those other videos of the movies. But he had came into my chat one particular day, and I think he had something to say about this and that. And I told, and I didn't have nice words for him. And then I had wrote it on my community wall. Lou Jenkins, don't bring your weirdo, creepy, weak weasel ass back over here. So whenever I see that nigga in a fucking chat somewhere, I don't speak to him. I don't say hello. I don't give a fuck about that weak weasel. And I agree with Farmer Nancy. I don't believe he's a fucking veteran. I believe, and you know what I believe? I believe there's a lot of motherfuckers on this app pretending to be fucking veterans, and they know they're not fucking veterans. Shout out to the chat. Because one thing I did learn from Birdman, when I was with him, when I was around him, and I went into his house, I seen everything he had up concerning his service in the military. I remember my brothers and sisters that went into the military. I remember my in-law, Sergeant Krista Reagan, when she was in the military. I remember looking at her paperwork after the woman had died. The woman kept a foot locker filled with papers from the military. Different papers that had something to do with her job while she was there. Other things that was going on. But we didn't keep any of those artifacts from her because she had passed away. So we was told to throw everything away that pertained to her. Any kind of paper, any kind of clothing. My sisters and all of them were advised not to even keep a hairbrush, to not keep anything. Shout out to the chat. And when Miss Linda came, she said, I want y'all to throw everything away that came out of that house that they had possession of. So shout out to the chat. Major facts about attentions. Who said that? Hey, Wrath. Good morning. Good morning, Wrath. Good to see you. Shout out to you. Good morning. It's Sunday morning, you guys. I haven't been to the store yet. The store don't open until 8 o'clock. I did some laundry last night. I didn't even cook nothing last night. I just ate whatever leftovers were did. That was the white rice, and that was the burn up chicken. Because I don't throw shit away. I don't throw food away. I don't care if it get burned up. I don't care. I don't care. Long as and when I look at it, I say, oh shit, Ray. And somebody was so kind to send me a cash app. Shout out to them. Yeah, chat. Let me read this chat. Y'all be going so fast sometimes. Hold on. Did you hold on? Some said. Let me read what you. Let me read what some said. Did you hear Armando Black was a sniper in the Gulf War? Yes, I heard that. Do I believe it? No, I don't. I don't. I just don't believe him. I don't. I have a hard time believing people that be on the YouTubes causing problems like the way he has. Yeah. He was all right when he first started out, but as time went on, he changed. And nobody changes that fast. And you can't convince me you're a veteran and you change up that fast. No, you don't change that fast. In my opinion. I've been around veterans before. Veteran people are very solid. They stand on what they stand on. You cannot change their mind. Once they got something in their head, that's it. You cannot change their mind. The only way you're going to change their mind about anything, you got to bring physical proof. You got to bring your receipts. Even with that, they still going to do what they want to do. And they know how to survive. That's one thing I learned from Birdman. And I remember them nights we were out there and it was raining. And Birdman said, don't worry about it, Ray. We was over there by the church. The church had like a little covering, but it wasn't very good. So what he did, he built like a tent. He was very good at doing certain shit. Birdman was very good. He was very good at survival. That's one thing I do remember him. He used to love to cook outside. He used to like to go out to the outdoors and do stuff. You know what I mean? He just loved to do that. That's what I remember about him. Most of the veterans I know are people that are very proud and people that love to show off their skills. They don't like to be on the computer tippity typing. They don't like to do that. He would, even though he knew I had a YouTube channel, Birdman knew, he said, I don't like it too much because you get too involved with the people on the YouTubes. And then some shit happened. And he said, see, I tried to tell you about the people on the YouTube. See how your friends did you? See how your friends leave you? They left you hanging. One of them tried to report you. The other one called 911. He was not crazy about the YouTubes. He was not crazy about it at all. Now, he did like looking at some of the women on the YouTubes. He did like brown skinned lady. He did like Lonnie. He liked Miss 504. He liked Sister T. He liked Queen Regina. And he liked some other women that was on the YouTubes that's not in the sector. He liked them too. Because we used to watch them on the big TV, on the big screen. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, bro. Birdman, he was a Capricorn, and he was a military man, and he And every time he see me with my phone, he would automatically think I was doing a video. I was like, nah, I ain't doing no video right now, but I'm getting ready to see what these people are doing. And he told me, he said, Arabia, I think you're getting too involved with the YouTubes. Can you please put down the YouTubes? Because there was one particular night I was on the YouTubes, and I think I was talking to Sis because this was a while ago. And Birdman was like, hey, Arabia, you been on the YouTube? He liked everybody, but he just didn't want to talk to nobody. He ain't want to, he like, oh no, these people on the YouTube. He thought it was taking over my life. That's what he thought. Yeah, that's what he thought. And then he heard about the situations that was happening. The police being called to this house. Motherfuckers trying to dox where I went to the mental health outpatient tree. Yeah. He ain't never forget none of that shit. As he was leaving out of the world, he already knew. He said, damn, baby really gonna get into them YouTubes. I don't think I'm as invested because I get tired of hearing certain stuff, but what subject, what was we talking about? We just cut the wisdom again. We were talking about The Wire. I showed y'all a couple of clips. And then we talked about the YouTube creators that used to do the content. I can imagine his face as you. What? Wait a minute. Hold on, Ray. I can imagine his face as you said that I'm sure I made that face a few times, especially where I used to go. Yeah. Yeah, Birdman, he was and anytime he saw the phone in my hand, Raph, he automatically thought there was a video. Now when Andre O.D. Campbell did the music drops, Birdman said, oh shit. He said, Arabia, how many music drops? And he would hear my voice. He would hear my voice, and I'd be up there rapping. I would be singing, and Andre O.D. Campbell would have the music in back of me. And then Andre O.D. Campbell used to have clips of the different videos I was in. Yeah, child. Shout out to Andre O.D. Campbell. And then Thick Cut, he wasn't no better. Got my laugh all over the damn YouTubes. And Birdman knew it was me. He said, damn, Arabia, you all over the YouTubes. You're laughing, you're singing, you're giggling, you're screaming, you're hollering, you're cursing. You're talking about the trolls. Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord. Oh. I was so bad with the YouTubes, Rad, that I would go to my job right at night because I used to work at the Walmart ticket, and I'd be up there playing the songs, the music drops. And my coworkers would be listening, right? So they started creating channels, but they wasn't on the YouTubes. They was on TikTok. Yeah, they was on TikTok, and there was another channel they used to always be on. They was like, yeah, we like that. We like the music drops. We like the Punish Me song. Yup, they have this song called Punish Me. She got the whole world to punish me. Yeah, child. Had me up there singing the song. Yo, y'all gotta go over to Andre O.D. Kimball. You will see all the music drops. Go to Johnny Blaze. You will see all the music drops about your girl. Go to Thick Cut. Go to his channel. You will see all the music drops about your girl. Arabia. They got me up there. They got Lonnie. They got Sis. They got Johnny Blaze. They got Sister T. Got Queen Regina. And all of us are there. Brown skin lady, Moon. We all there. So fly. We did. We did, yeah. That's what I knew. I did my thing. I said, oh, Lord, I can retire. Because I was thinking about retiring from the YouTubes, but there was no BT 1000 to take my place. There might be one woman, but I don't think she'd be able to do the things I did. I don't think so. There's only one that I can see actually saying she's the BT 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, but I don't think she'd be able to do the things I do. I don't think she could take it because she would probably leave YouTube. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Mrs. V, yes. Purple Heart Podcast, yes. Sim said yes. Draco, who is the BT one? Draco, so far right now it's only me, but there's only one other woman in the sector that I see taking my place. It's only one. One. But I don't think she'd be able to do what I did. I don't see it. I don't see it happening. I wouldn't want nobody to sit in the chair that I sat in, but if I need to retire, let's say I wanted to retire from the YouTubes, right? Let's say I didn't want to do no more commentary, nothing. I just want to sit in the chair. I just want to moderate. That's all I want to do. Who would take my place? I say there's only one. But I don't think that one would be able to do what I did. I just wouldn't. It would be different. It would be different. Shout out to the chat. Draco, look around. Go on to YouTube, Draco. You'll see in this sector. You don't see what I see, but I see. I'm happy. I can finally retire. Draco, I've been talking about retiring for 2 years. I don't see me going anywhere. I was told, when I remember that one time I said I was going to retire, there was one woman rabbit with the rabbits at that time. And she said, who gonna take your place? I don't know what to do. It would have to be someone. It would have to be someone that has the same fiery spirit. And you have to have the same fire that burns me. Because what I do, I take everything from my life experiences and I use it as a weapon of mass destruction when I go after people on the YouTubes and in real life. Yeah, that's how I do it. How? Now you have a crown. I won't have to crown her. She'll crown herself. And once I recognize who which I already know who it is, I don't have to say anything. Just move to the side and let her take her place. But I don't think it would work for her. Because she hasn't doxed herself. I've doxed myself. I've given out my address. I've given out my phone number. I told people secrets that I should never have told, but I did. Yeah. So when I do retire, who would take my place? Who would be there? That chair would be empty. It would be empty for a while. She would have to create her own chair. She would have to build her own chair. That wouldn't be hard to do. Not in this sector. Not at all. Now you're catching on. But shout out to the chat. What were we talking about? Before I start talking about those music drops. Yeah, if anybody wants to know, yeah, there are some YouTube creators that did music drops about your home girl, Arabia Babosa. And those music drops, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, they actually helped build my channel. All of them. All of them. Every channel I built, people would be able to say, damn, we can't find Arabia right now. Let's go back to Johnny Blaze. Let's go back over there to Andre O.D. Kimball. Let's go back to Thick Cut. Let's go back to Sis. Let's go back to Lonnie. Let's go back. You'll be able to find me. No problem. You would hear my voice. Either I would be rapping, singing, laughing, or going after someone. Because that's almost radio. So you will hear my voice booming. This is YouTube's. Bitch, y'all, when I heard that, so no, I had to turn. As I was turning it on, Birdman was sitting next to me. He was like, wait a minute, hold on. And then there was one day he saw his house on the YouTube. He said, oh no, she got too far. He didn't care. He was like, I don't care about me. And you. You taking this too far. Yeah, child. I started mixing up the YouTubes with my real life. Oh, Lord. Those were the days. Lord knows. Those were the days. Those were the days. What was we talking about? We was talking about cut the wisdom. Yeah. Let me read what you're saying, right? Tell your neighbors to stop being nosy. Oh. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus. Oh, damn, huh? Damn, Arabia. The Wire? Yes, The Wire. Whew. Hold on. Let me read what Wrath is talking about. Hold on. This is going to be fun. Hold on. Purple Heart Podcast. Oh, right now. Then again, okay, y'all talking about something now. Y'all talking about something else. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. What were we talking about? The Wire. I don't know how I got twisted and turned. See, you guys. I got so much to talk about. Can't talk about it right now because it's getting later. And everyone has something to do today. Today is Sunday. I want everyone to enjoy the rest of their weekend. Tomorrow is Monday. I don't think I will be going downtown tomorrow because on Mondays they have the slow days. So I will, you know what? I'm going to get that couple of places, a couple of calls tomorrow. So I'm going to jot that down, put it on my refrigerator, and remember to do that 9 o'clock in the morning. Especially that one place that I want to get the job at is full-time, and I would work today. Say I'm working right now. I would work today. Let's say my paycheck is not for, another week or so. I would get, like, if I need money, I would get paid tomorrow. Not the whole check now. Just like maybe $30, $40 out of the check. You know what I mean? I wouldn't make that a habit, no way. Unless, I really needed to do that. But I don't really need to do that because all the bills are paid now. Every time I say that, it's a new bill coming out. It's a new bill coming on out. And then I'll be doing my taxes again this year by myself. But I won't be using paper. I will be doing it electronically. Shout out to the chat. Because the last time I did a paper thing for the IRS, I did my taxes that February. I didn't get my money back until that June. Yeah, until the first week of June. Shout out to the chat. Yeah. Yeah. Arabia, I can't get away from money, people, co-workers, and neighbors. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Rev. I don't know what to say. You got a dilemma. Oh, you must be talking about bills. Bills. Phone bill, rent, groceries, putting gas in your car, getting your car fixed when it needs maintenance. Yeah, I can see where your dilemma coming in. I can empathize with you. You men, y'all love to keep cars. That one thing Birdman love, he loved to keep himself a car. Every 3 days, I had to put gas in the car. Gas in the car. So I kept the ledger. Even though me and him was, whatever, I still kept the ledger. This man owed me money on his... the man. Too late now. Whoops, too late. I still got the ledger. He owed me. What kind of money he owed me? Oh. I still got a ledger. I keep a ledger. I keep ledgers in this house. Especially when it had something to do with me and him. Because every 3 days, we had to put gas in the car. Then he wanted to go to the store that one time and buy the fucking tool set. I said, what kind of tool set is this? Yo, it was a big tool set. It had everything in it. All right? Then he wanted to go to the store and buy a little vest and a little hoodie and the carpet things that go onto the floor. And I look up, I said, well, he needed to buy cleaning supply for the house. You know, shout to it's very expensive to have a partner. Very, very expensive. I'm cheap. Cheap. I'm so cheap. I'm so cheap. I got the same. Yo, one of my shirts I had for like 2 years. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus Christ. Your baby girl, Arabia Pebbles is so cheap. I'm cheap. I'm one of the cheapest people. I'm so cheap, I didn't even pay the phone bill this month. I'm riding on Wi-Fi. $10 a month. I'm cheap. I'm a cheapskate. But when I'm in a relationship with somebody, or I'm seeing someone, I'm not as cheap. I'm not as stingy. I try to be stingy, but I can't be stingy, especially if the person, if I care about that person. You know what I mean? I really, 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 really got to care about you in order to even give you $5. That's how cheap I am. You know, I got to be cheap. I do. I got to be cheap. 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 Cheap. Wishing you forever laughter, Arabia. Yeah, thank you, Rad. Heard the best. Thank you, Just J. Arabia is hilarious. Thank you, Just J. Hey, something got to be sacrificed for the month. That's true. Laugh out loud. I feel you on that, Red. I feel you. Trust me, I got empathy for you. I got sympathy for you. Anybody talking about money and money problem? Yeah, I understand. Because when that Birdman was living, Lord have mercy, I'd be like, oh, I miss Birdman. I miss Bird. No, I don't miss putting no gas in no goddamn car. I don't miss him going out in the middle of the night to steal tires for the car. I don't miss him going into the store, shoplifting, and bringing the stuff back here. I don't miss getting in the car and just going down the street to the store and parking the car and riding around so people could see me. I don't miss none of that. I miss the man. I miss some of the good times we had, but other things. And it's all part of, I guess, being in a relationship. I never been married, never been divorced. But I don't think I would make a good wife or a good husband or nothing like that. I don't think I would make a good companion like that. I don't think I would. Because I'd be too concerned about what is going where and who is going where and who is this coming in my house now. That's what I would be concerned with. Even though me and him was seeing, I didn't like his family. I liked his children. I liked the grandchildren. That's it. But I don't see them. They don't visit. I don't see them. So I like them even better. Shout out to the chat. They leave me alone. They don't bother me. They don't bother me. His brothers and sisters be around. They don't bother me. The only one that might speak to me or say anything to me is the young man he grew up with, and that's Mr. Teddy. Mr. Teddy's a longshoreman. I seen Mr. Teddy maybe once or twice after Birdman had passed away. After that, I didn't see him no more. Now, I might be talking him up today, you guys, because I got to go to the store. So I might run into him today. I don't know. Shout out to the chat. Draco laughing. Don't be at the gas station and people judge you based on what kind of gas you. Child. Rad. I forget what kind of. I forget what kind of gas we used to put in the car that me and Birdman used to always get in the car. But I do remember us going to this one particular gas station, and we would go there because it was like the cheapest gas station prices that they have in this area. Like right now I live in North Charleston. So like North Charleston, South Carolina, there's only one place that I know that got good gas for a nice price. You know what I mean? You know? But people shouldn't be judging you because of the gas you buy. That's stupid. You know, Raz, I remember when I was younger, I was living in Cincinnati, Ohio when this happened. And my sister had a van in her yard that belonged to her dead husband, her deceased husband. He was a veteran. Shout out to him, Ronald. Anyway, when Ronald passed away, she kept his van in the driveway. And there was one particular day she wanted to have it moved, but it didn't have any gas in it. One thing I remember was taking the gas can thing that she did have, went down there to the gas station, filled the thing up with gas, and walked back to the house with it. Now, she was able to put the gas into the car, and after she, got it, warmed up or whatever, she was able to move it the way she wanted. I think she ended up selling that van later on, but people should not be judging you because of the gas you buy. That's stupid. That's showing that people don't have nothing else to fucking do. They worrying about what you do. You better watch them people to be worrying about what you're doing, right? You might be doing something right. You might be doing something they want to do, and they get mad with you because you're doing it. I'm laughing to myself thinking, yeah, they pockets must be deep. Feeding that monster. Yup. Certain cars take a lot of gas. That's why I was so glad when Birdman got rid of that one car. Now, I'm going to tell you something. He had that car for 2 years. It was a maroon colored Lincoln, a 1984 edition. It was like a Chrysler, almost like a Chrysler Lincoln. because I remember looking at that car a lot. And he was so proud of that car. But the car was a gas guzzler. It just ate gas. And come to find, you know why it was eating so much gas? Because he had a gas leak and was too lazy to fucking fix it. Yeah. I was so glad when he got rid of that goddamn car. I was so glad when he got rid of that goddamn car. Then he went and got another car. One of them Lincolns. And the car ended up looking like one of the Mexican car because the hydraulics from the back, the rear hydraulics had dropped so low, the thing was almost scraping the ground. He had to get rid of that car. I'm glad everyone is enjoying themselves. What was we talking about? We were talking about The Wire, then we started talking about the burn up chicken and how I got a good pretend thing where I can pretend that the chicken is really jerk beef. The burn up chicken. And then we talked about what did we talk about? Y'all? I can't remember. Oh, and then we talked about the music drops that they did on me a couple of years ago. Yeah, I still find that shit hilarious. Yo, there's one particular video over there that when I look at it, it triggers me. So I don't watch that particular one. But all the other ones, I will watch. I will watch and I will laugh and I will comment under the thing. Because I like what Andre O.D. Kimball was putting down. I like what Thick Cut was putting down. Yeah, shout out to Thick Cut. Shout out to Andre O.D. Kimball. Y'all go over there and sub up to them. Yeah. Andre O.D. Kimball and Thick Cut. Shout out to them. I call them the music drop masters. The kings of the kings. That's right. Shout out to the chat. That's my opinion. That's my point of view. Chat. What is going on in this chat? Anyway, I guess I've been up here too long. It's after 6:00, you guys. I want to thank everyone for, it's like 6:25. We started this at 5:00, so we've been here for over an hour. So I want to close out this video. I'm not closing out my point of view, my opinion, or my personal private thoughts. Those things that I say out of my mouth do not reflect anyone in this chat, and it has nothing to do with anyone in this chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to my moderators for coming over and moderating. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to my support team. Shout out to my YouTube creators. And shout out to the music drop masters in this sector. Shout out to our editors that we have present in the sector, male and female. Shout out to all the new YouTube creators. And shout out to new content coming out this year. I don't know who's going to have the new content. Well, some people do have good content coming out. But I think, the reaction videos are dead. Pretty soon you're not gonna even be able to use anyone else's material. You're gonna have to wing it. Like if you want to react to it, not now, but maybe in the near future, especially those that are monetized. They need to watch out for that, because a lot of them are having problems with even doing their content now because, some of the reaction videos, some people get attitude. That's why I don't even do reaction videos. I don't do none of that because to me it's pointless. You know what I mean? Unless I really, really like something that somebody did or something somebody said, then I might not even show it. I might just talk about it. Let me read this chat. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, people having fun. So I'm going to close out this video. I want to tell everybody good morning and thank you for coming over. Thank you for visiting with me in my channel. Thank you for supporting the channel. Like and share the video, please. Like and share the video, please. Let's keep a conversation going. I just asked a question. Maybe I should have dropped the link, but it was so early. And people don't feel like hitting links all the time. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jack. Believe me, I understand. I truly understand. I get it. So, happy Sunday to everyone. I hope everyone enjoys the weekend. I hope everyone is enjoying the new year 2026. Although it feels like 2022. Shout out to the chat. This is your home girl. And I'm out. I'm out of here, you guys. In the words of Vince the Sniper, it's time for me to go, you guys. And, I'm out of here. Peace. One.